Today I'd like to show you the basic concept behind the game I've been making, called Black Diamond Bullets. The game heavily revolves around a series of different named abilities, such as Cannon, Diag, and Spread. Notice how when I have an ability, it fills the first of the 2 diamond slots at the top of the screen, although the second diamond is still blank. What happens when we put an ability in the second slot as well? Well, you get the cornerstone of the game Black Diamond Bullets, and that is physically combining any 2 of the game's over 20 abilities. When you attack, the first kind of shot will be fired out, and then it will shortly turn into the second kind of shot. This system allows just 20 abilities to become 400. As each combination has its own area and path that it sweeps out, different combinations can be used to combat different types of level elements. Some abilities are better for breaking through barriers, others are good for crowd control, and others still are good to focus down a single opponent. There are a few, however, which are especially good to design more puzzle-focused levels around, because they have certain properties that they, while in the first ability slot, pass on to the second ability. For example, the Sharp ability goes through walls and allows the second ability to do the same. The Grind ability quickly rides along walls and also allows the second power to run along walls. There are more of these kinds of abilities, but I'd like to keep them a surprise for now. One incredible thing that I won't keep as a surprise is that there is actually a hidden third ability. Normally it isn't usable in story mode levels, only in the secret optional triple levels. But with a little debug magic, we can still put an ability in the third invisible slot, and we get this nonsense. Combining these 20+ abilities, you will be able to make over 10,000 different attacks, and put them to use in the secret triple levels and triple endless modes you can unlock from the main story. Now, it's currently uncertain how many of these triple levels there will be at launch, but I am hoping to release more as a free pack if the original game gets enough support. Still, though, there are currently over 10 worlds and over 100 levels in the main story mode, and I'm probably not going to be finished with story mode until October. But what is a level with this kind of core gameplay mechanic? What challenges could possibly stand in the way of the player when they have 400 different storms of murder all at their fingertips? Well, some parts are more battle-oriented, some are more puzzle-based, and most are somewhere in between. Take a look at level 211. The level starts you off with Diag locked in first, sending any powers you pick up to the second slot. Now at the very beginning, we see the level goal, but it's behind this strange purple barrier. You can't shoot through it, even with Diag Cannon, so let's look at our other options. We're blocked into this room by these red barriers, which are destroyed when you take down certain enemies, although these enemies have shields always pointed at you. So we have to set down a Diag pointed at them, then bait their shield completely in the opposite direction, so the second power slams right into them. Do this for the both of them, and you unlock the way to go right or down. I'm going to go right to show off this next enemy, which doesn't look like it's doing much. That's because it fires out its own shots so quickly you can hardly see them. You have to get behind cover before they fire, or you're almost certain to take damage. Luckily, I now have in my second power an ability that pierces walls. So if I gave it a second of thought, I could just back up a bit and defeat them without ever entering harm's way. So in just 2 enemies you can already see the kinds of puzzles this game offers. Many of them are not puzzles of the Rubik's Cube or Sudoku variety. They're more of movement, timing, and firing position puzzles. Puzzles that make you think on the fly about where you are and where your new combination of powers is going to go. Now, like I said, I've currently made over 100 levels for story mode, which I should be showing you in screenshots right now, but I'm not going to start showing off many more levels in action until I can get them not looking like a level editor. I want to replace all of these obvious placeholder graphics, add sound effects, add music, maybe update some animations, before I start showing off a decent amount of these levels' actual gameplay. But I want to show off at least one more level for today, for the simple fact that this game goes completely apeshit in the later worlds. Take level 6-5 for example, which follows a difficulty curve from this level you just saw in World 2. This level introduces the scatter ability, and has two different choices you can take twice. Now I think I'll just shut up and let the level speak for itself. I will say here to notice that there are more purple orbs. But wait, you can't go back past the conveyors, can you? Well, here's an example of a secret. And to get the secret in this level, you go back through the other section you didn't take backwards. But that's a pretty nice example of a secret. Either you take a different path, or take a forward path backwards instead, or you go through the level with a power combination that isn't suited as well. I'm thinking getting all the secrets in a world opens up the triple level for that world. We'll see. But if there's anything that this and my claims of over 100 levels tells you, it's that there are many different options for challenges against the player, and many different ways to organize the levels. I knew that such a destructive game mechanic would make it really easy to just have gauntlets of enemies where you just face mash through all of them. And while there are levels like that, because how could you not have levels like that with a game mechanic like this, I still do try to avoid it being the only thing that you're doing. So, I would love some feedback. What's your opinion of this upcoming game of mine? Do you like what I've presented? Do you think it's stupid? Do you have any suggestions? Hope you're as excited as I am for Black Diamond Bullets. I'm currently working my ass off to get it done in at least December. But something has come up and chances are it won't make a 2017 release, and will be released to Steam around January, let's say. I mean, what did I just say a few weeks ago about not revealing a release time too soon, in case you had to change it? As I get closer to its release, though, and I start making the game look like a game, and not a proof of concept, you will be able to see frequent small updates on my Twitter, and you can see the occasional massive update video like this if you are subscribed to this channel. If you think this game is gonna turn out good, I'd also hella appreciate you sending any game-playing friends you have to this video. Thank you for any support you feel like giving. I'll see you in the near future with more updates. Also, if you want an indication of how high the difficulty ramp curves up, let me show you a level from about World 9 or 10 that I have recently worked on.